Kicking off our list at number 7, Grimgar, Ashes and Illusions. Unlike most isekai protagonists who arrive overpowered, Grimgar follows a group of strangers who awaken in a fantasy world with no memories of their previous lives. Forced to survive as volunteer soldiers, they struggle against weak monsters that still pose deadly threats. Haruhiro gradually emerges as the group's leader, while they learn teamwork, endure loss, and adapt to harsh realities. The story emphasizes survival, growth, and the emotional consequences of living in an unfamiliar and unforgiving world. What makes Grimgar special is its grounded approach. Every victory feels earned because the characters genuinely struggle. The watercolor-inspired visuals create a dreamlike atmosphere rarely seen in fantasy anime. Combined with strong character development and emotional storytelling, the series transforms ordinary battles into meaningful experiences. It proves that vulnerability can be far more compelling than overwhelming power, making every setback and triumph resonate strongly with viewers. Moving down the rankings to number 6, The Executioner and Her Way of Life. In this world, people summoned from Japan possess dangerous supernatural abilities known as pure concepts. Manu serves as an executioner tasked with eliminating these visitors before their powers cause catastrophic disasters. Her latest target is Akari, a seemingly ordinary girl whose ability to manipulate time makes her nearly impossible to kill. As they travel together, hidden truths emerge regarding the world's history, the summoned individuals, and the complicated relationship forming between hunter and target throughout their journey. This anime immediately stands out by flipping familiar isekai expectations upside down. Rather than celebrating summoned heroes, it explores the dangers they bring. The narrative constantly challenges assumptions while delivering strong action and intriguing mysteries. Manu is a refreshing protagonist whose responsibilities create genuine moral conflict. Combined with polished animation and excellent pacing, the series feels unpredictable from beginning to end, keeping viewers invested in every revelation. Breaking into the middle of our list at number 5, Handyman Saito in Another World. Saito is an ordinary handyman who suddenly finds himself transported to a fantasy realm. Unlike typical isekai heroes, he possesses no special combat abilities or magical powers. Instead, he uses practical repair skills, lockpicking knowledge, and problem-solving experience to support his adventuring party. Alongside warrior Railza, wizard Morlock, and fairy Lafampan, Saito discovers that his everyday talents have genuine value. Their adventures gradually reveal deeper stories connecting seemingly unrelated characters across the world. Handyman Saito succeeds because it celebrates usefulness over power fantasies. The humor lands consistently, yet the series also delivers surprisingly emotional moments when least expected. Character relationships feel natural and heartfelt, creating strong attachment to the entire cast. The storytelling cleverly evolves from comedic sketches into a larger interconnected narrative. Few isekai blend comedy, fantasy, and emotional depth this smoothly while remaining entertaining throughout every episode. Continuing the countdown at number 4, Drifters. Drifters begins when legendary samurai Toyohisa Shimazu is transported from a battlefield to a mysterious world inhabited by historical figures from different eras. There, he joins other warriors known as Drifters, including Nobunaga Oda and Yoichi Sukataka Nasu. Together they battle the Ends, another faction of transported individuals seeking destruction. As kingdoms clash and races struggle for survival, these iconic figures reshape the fantasy world through warfare, strategy, and conflicting ambitions. Few anime embrace chaos as confidently as Drifters. Watching famous historical personalities interact creates endless entertainment, especially when their contrasting philosophies collide. The action scenes are brutal, energetic, and visually memorable. Its darker tone separates it from conventional fantasy adventures while maintaining sharp humor. The combination of military strategy, intense battles, and unpredictable character dynamics makes every episode feel exciting and completely different from mainstream isekai stories. Entering the top 3 at number 3, Kemono Michi. Rise Up professional wrestler Genzo Shibata is summoned to another world and asked to defeat dangerous monsters threatening humanity. Instead, he refuses because he absolutely loves animals and monsters alike. Determined to open a pet shop, Genzo travels across the kingdom, rescuing creatures while gathering eccentric companions. His wrestling techniques become surprisingly effective against enemies, creating countless absurd situations. Beneath the comedy lies a fantasy adventure centered around coexistence between humans and monsters rather than conflict. Kemono Michi embraces ridiculousness and never apologizes for it. Genzo's obsession with animals creates hilarious scenarios that constantly subvert expectations. The series benefits from strong comedic timing and an energetic cast that enhances every joke. While many isekai focus on saving kingdoms, this one prioritizes monster care and professional wrestling. That bizarre combination somehow works perfectly, resulting in one of the genre's most entertaining hidden gems. Advancing to number 2, Ascendance of a Bookworm. Urano Motosu, an avid reader, dies and is reborn as Mine, a frail young girl in a medieval world where books are rare luxuries reserved for nobles. Determined to read again, she begins creating books herself despite limited resources and poor health. Her efforts lead to innovations that gradually transform society. As Mine's unusual knowledge attracts attention, she becomes entangled in politics, religion, commerce, and the rigid social hierarchy governing her world. Ascendance of a Bookworm excels through meticulous world-building and meaningful progression. Instead of chasing battles, it explores economics, culture, and innovation with remarkable depth. Mine's determination feels inspiring because every achievement requires genuine effort. The series continuously expands its scope without losing emotional focus. Its attention to detail makes the world feel alive, rewarding viewers who appreciate thoughtful storytelling and character-driven narratives over conventional action-heavy adventures. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, The 12 Kingdoms. The 12 Kingdoms follows high school student Yuko Nakajima after a mysterious man transports her to a vast world divided into 12 nations. Hunted, isolated, and struggling to survive, she gradually learns that her arrival carries immense significance. As political conflicts, divine beasts, and ancient traditions shape the land, Yuko undergoes a remarkable transformation from an insecure teenager into a capable leader. The story explores governance, responsibility, identity, and personal growth on an epic scale. The 12 Kingdoms remains one of the most ambitious fantasy anime ever produced. Its world feels extraordinarily detailed, supported by rich lore and complex political systems. Yuko's character development is among the strongest in the medium, making her journey deeply rewarding. Rather than relying on shortcuts, the narrative carefully builds every conflict and revelation. Even years later, few isekai match its depth, maturity, and storytelling excellence. These underrated isekai prove the genre offers far more than overpowered heroes and predictable adventures. From emotional survival stories to political epics and unconventional comedies, each brings something memorable. Which of these surprised you most? And what overlooked isekai deserve recognition? Share your favorites below.